Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? I am back with another RCT3 Park Tour, and this one is of another older Sandbox park. It's called Cinnamon Park and Cinnamon Park Shores. And please note, before I start this tour, I got a new computer for Christmas, but I'm not using it right now to do this tour because I don't know when me and my parents are gonna set it up yet, but we're gonna set it up soon. And yeah, so anyways, let's begin this park tour and go inside the park. So when you first enter the park, you'll get an umbrella stand, a loudspeaker, and a chair swing type ride. A wave swinger type ride, I'm sorry. And here's a McDonald's and a restroom and a coffee stand and a coconut drink stand. And if you go to the right, you'll get a twister type ride with a bunch of roses and tulips. And here is my top scan called Barefoot Spin. And here is my chaos type ride, like always. And here are a bunch of benches along with the SNS twisted looper called the Natalie, like I clone at some of my parks, like I told you. And here is the octopus type ride I added here. And here's the top star type ride too. And here is part of the water park, Cinnamon Park Shores, which we'll get to later. And anyways, here is the laser battle attraction. And here's Mickey's Fun Wheel with a bunch of attractions right behind it, like a restroom, a Tagada type ride, and a 3D cinema and a planetarium. And here are two restrooms, and like an open mic karaoke show right there. And here's the dolphin show type attraction. And here is my Intimate Impulse coaster called Maine. And here are a bunch of food stands and a restroom or two. Yeah, there's two restrooms there. And so, actually there's three. Oh my god. And so anyways, here is the Imagineer, and here is the balloon flight I added here, type ride I added here recently. And here is the Phoenix Twister type ride. And here is my wooden coaster called the Emily Bare Feet. And here are a bunch of rides. Like Thunder Bobs and the Insanity type ride, as you see over here. And there are a bunch of benches over here, as you can see. And here is the bobsled coaster that RCT3 already built called Icicle Bob. And here is the Windseeker type ride I have here. And here's the Saltamunds type ride. And here are the two kiddie rides, Dinosaur Go Around and Buffalo Roundabout. And here's the Riptide type ride. And here's like an overview of one of the areas with a bunch of rides, as you can see over here. There's the Enterprise type ride, the Gyrator type ride, the Double Skywheel type ride, the Dodgem type ride, and the Zero G trampoline, and the Topple Tower, and the Bucking Bowl, and the Spin Doctor. And here's the drink stand I added. And here's the Larson Super Loop I added here. And here's my dive coaster called the Dakota. And here is the Hershey's Kissing Tower type attraction I added. And here's the Sky SWAT type ride I added. And here's the giant slide I added here. And here's my wooden coaster called the Thunderstorm Diarrhea. And here's my ride called Loop the Loop. And here is the parachute drop type ride I added. And here is the turbo drop type ride I added here. And the whirling dervish. And here are a couple of food stands, as well as a rotor type ride. A bunch of palm trees, as you can see. A bunch of prehistoric lamps and benches, as you can see over here. And another restroom. And a pizza stand and a swimsuit stand. And here's the lasso type ride I added. And here's my police car coaster called the Molly's Rifles Bare Feet's Revenge. And here is the insect house I added. And here is the double swinging inverter type ride. And here are the two rides I added in this area, Rollo Plane and the top spin called Fart Time. And here is the Lion Show. And here's the Mine Drop ride. And here's the Lupo Plane type ride along with another restroom. And here's a robot arm type ride and a zipper type ride. And a sky swing type ride, which is a sky coaster. And the teacups I added. And here's my B&M wing coaster I made here called the Taylor. And here is the disco type ride I added here. Let me add some music to that to spice up the mood. There we go. And so anyways, here, did I already show you the TNT vortex? But well, if not, then here it is. And you can get a good view of Pounding Surf, Gallows Swing, and the merry-go-round from here too. And so anyways, here are a bunch of vending machines and palm trees. And here is the Claw of Doom type ride I added. And here's the swing inverter ship ride I added. And here's the Gravitron type ride I added. And here's the Twirler type ride I added. I mean the Tilt-A-Whirl type ride. And here's the Tiger Show. And here's the Spiral Slide. And like I mentioned the water park before, so here it is. So let's show you some of the water slides in it. So here is my bowl slide called Mr. Ryan Falls. It was named after a teacher at a summer camp I used to go to called ALC when I was a kid. And so anyways, here is the water slide I made called Jackie Blasters, which is named after a student at ALC who I liked back in the day. And here is my B&M invert called Dangle Feet. And here is the Powerboat type ride and the Aileron type ride. And here are two places where you can buy shirts right next to each other. Here you can buy stripy shirts, and here you can buy Novelty t-shirts. And here is the sunglasses stand. And did I already show you Spin Doctor? Well, if not, then here it is. And yeah, so that concludes this tour of Cinnamon Park and Cinnamon Park Shores. Reply to me your thoughts on this video. Oh, I forgot to show you Melting Pot, which is my compact coaster too, and Sky Sling. And anyways, for reals, hope you enjoyed this park tour. Reply to me what you think. And of course, be sure to stay tuned for a lot more coming, especially because I got a new computer for Christmas that I haven't set up yet. But once I do get it set up, I'll be making like a lot of parks on there and doing tours for you guys on there. And so anyways, I will see you in the next